Welcome back to the channel. Summer is finally here and it is time to put the air conditioning back in your project car, because who are you kidding? It didn't make your car any faster and it just made it a lot more miserable to drive it during the summer. Today I am working with AC Pro and they have sent me their new Smart Charge AC refrigerant for extreme conditions. And this is really nice because it now connects to your phone via an app with Bluetooth, and you put in your vehicle specifics, which means it tells you all the information that you're always trying to search for on Google or YouTube. And now it's all done in the app and it makes charging your AC really simple. And we're gonna go through it right now and show you how easy this is. So the first thing you're going to do is download the app on Google Play or iOS. Open this app, and what it's going to want you to do is it's going to want you to enter the last 6 digits of your UPC on the can. And that is located right here. So it looks like we have 459018. 459018. Continue. Okay, now you can continue as guest, create an account. It depends on how many cans of this you have to use to charge your AC if you don't fix all the leaks. We're going to continue as a guest. Now we're going to follow the instructions, click to connect to gauge. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to remove this like you would a grenade pin, and I'm guessing what this does is it connects the battery, and all it's doing is making sure the battery is not connected so it doesn't die over time, because you know how people are at stores, they always want to press things. Bam. Now what we're going to do is we're going to hit next, and it tells you to turn on to activate the gauge. Bam, lights up blue. Now we're going to hit next. We're going to hit allow, connecting. Connection to gauge was successful. We're going to hit next. 1, we're going to find the port. 2, we're going to measure the AC system. And 3, we're going to charge the AC system. Going to hit next, choose vehicle. So what I'm going to check is the Ranger, since the Charger is R134YF and the Ranger is actually R134A, which is in this can, and it always says it right on the bottom right here. So if you're kind of confused on what you need to use on your specific vehicle, most of the time they will have it on the hood up here. On the Ranger I'll show you, and I have the Jeep as well. It has it up on the hood, but since I painted this hood, it's not there anymore. I'm going to do my 05 Ford Ranger, so we're going to come down to Ford right here. We're going to come down to Ranger, usually Ranger. There we go. We're going to do 05. Now we have the 05 Ford Ranger. We're going to hit next. And it shows you step-by-step instruction. This couldn't get any easier. And now you don't have to go on Google or YouTube. This is awesome compared to what we had to do before. We didn't know what we were doing half the time. And then pressure-wise, you're just kind of going off of forums, which sometimes was incorrect. You can see right here, there's a tag on every vehicle that is factory, and it tells you the specifics for the AC refrigerant, but also it shows it in the app. And as you can see here, it shows you exactly where the port is that we need to connect to, which is right here. So as you can see, directly in the picture, this couldn't get any easier. Look at that. Exact vehicle pictures. So all you have to do is unscrew this cap. This is for the low pressure side of this vehicle. Next, you want to start the car, you want to turn your fan to max. Lowest cool, if you have max cool, turn on max cool, and you want to recirculate the air in the car. Step after you connect the gauge to the port, you need to hit next. See, the pressure right now is currently at 24 psi. It's in the 0 to 25 psi range, which is low. It says system pressure is currently low. I'm going to pull the handle and it's now counting down, and we're going to shake the can. Now release the trigger. It's going in between 25 and 26 psi, so we still need to probably add some. Let's go check the vent. Vents still are blowing a little bit hot air, so we're going to try it one more time. I'm going to depress the can one more time. It's going to count down. We're now at 26 PSI. It is not fluctuating anymore. It's starting to get a little bit cooler, so I'm gonna depress it one more time because you don't want to overfill the system. So you just want to keep going, checking each time. It counts down from 9 seconds. Now we're at 27 PSI, which is in the green. So I'm gonna go feel the vents to see if they're cool. And the vents now feel very frosty. So I think we're good here. You don't want to overfill the system. You're finished, just disconnect the gauge. Put your cap back on. And save whatever's left in the can for the next job. There are a few things that you want to check before you charge your AC system. And it's actually some things to kind of prevent you from wasting refrigerant and wasting money. The AC system might seem really complicated, but it is very simple. And it's very easy to kind of diagnose what is wrong with it. And the first thing is, if your AC system is not functioning, you can check to see if you have a bad AC compressor pretty easily. If this belt has snapped, most likely your compressor is completely locked up. But most of the time you can spin this clutch right here by hand, and that is for the pump. So when the AC is engaged, this actually uses a magnetic field to hold that clutch or pull that clutch down, and then it spins with the engine and whenever the AC isn't on. So if that does not spin in the center, you know your AC compressor is bad and you need to replace it. Also, there's a few other things. If the pressures on both sides are not fluctuating, if they're both even, then that also means that your AC compressor is bad as well. Another thing that you want to check or replace if you replace the AC compressor is this dryer right here. If the AC compressor is bad, this pretty much just dries everything, collects all the debris, and if an AC compressor has died on your vehicle, most likely this is going to be filled with a bunch of junk, aluminum, whatever material the AC compressor kind of shed it off, and you're going to want to replace this so it doesn't get into your new AC compressor and damage it. The expansion valve, what it does is it converts high pressure to low pressure, which is how you get the cooling effect from the AC system, from the refrigerant. And that is pretty much what this whole area over here does. And most of the time while the AC is running, you can feel one of these and they'll be hot, really, really hot. And one will be either frosty or really, really cold. And as you can see on this, on the Ranger, the blower motor, the evaporator is all on the outside of the vehicle. Most of the newer cars and a lot of cars in general have all this stuff under the dash and you can't really get to it or see it. These dryers, they're always somewhere in the engine bay and they always usually have the low pressure side on it or it's very close to it. But yeah, you want to make sure that all that stuff is good to go before you start shoving cans of refrigerant into a bad AC system. So now that the Ranger's AC is nice and topped off for the summer, I know I'll have frosty AC and I won't have to worry about sweating in the Ranger because I daily that thing. I don't like driving nice things around because people are so uncourteous. But the great thing about this can is if it runs out of refrigerant, all you have to do is buy a new can, because this head comes off the can, which is really nice because then you can reuse this Bluetooth module and get pressure from every other can that you're going to use. And it's just really convenient. So then if you want to use this head on a bunch of different cars, you can just buy new cans and fill them up. And then you have nice frosty AC on everything you own. If you are interested in some of AC Pro's products, there will be a link in the description. And if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, throw a comment below. As always, see you guys next time.